Yep. Well, Warren, I think your face says it all. Like, you say the same things every week. I ask you the same things every week. How do you feel after that one?
I feel like a parrot, to be honest, saying the same things every week. We lost the game in the first half. It showed, and I just said to them in there, I can take people having bad games, but I can't take people having no desire, no hunger in a football match. And unfortunately today in the first half we showed that.
Was that one of your worst halves of football since you took over?
Oh, without a doubt. I said I can take people getting beat, but we're in this low at the moment. And I just said then you've got to look at it. It's a mentality thing for me. You can't get into a low losing football matches, and they've had it all season, unfortunately. And I said this, that's why the best teams, the teams up there, want to challenge. You shouldn't reward players, and listen, of every conference we will stay up. You shouldn't just be buzzing to stay up. It's the same with Stevenage. You should never be happy to stay in football. There's two teams there at the bottom of the league. You should have. I was a footballer myself, and I wasn't one of them who, in a position where just stay up, you've done enough. You want to go on and on. I said that then, but it's a question of the mentalities. I said this, where something's come from. You're in that low, and it's hard to get out of. And unfortunately, at the moment, they're in it, and we can't get out of it.
So is that lull down, do you think, to complacency? You got 10, 12 points clear the relegation zone. Did the players start to think, do you think, that it was done, job, mission accomplished?
Yeah, certainly, without a doubt. It says it's mentalities. I think someone's got their minds on what they're going to do in the summer, but believe me, listen, they'll find it hard. Where do you get the money that footballers get nowadays for the hours of the work? You go and ask the fans, the punters, people in RGFC, the kit man, Bobby. I said that, then you'll never get the money in another job. And they won't realise that, but come the summer, I said this, when there's a lot of footballers out of job, they'll go on their holidays, but the penny will drop. And it's just unfortunate. I don't want to be known to lose games, I said that, but we get over the line. As I said this before, I know what I want, what I need, and there'll be a hard pre-season, believe me.
The positive news is the two bottom two lost as well. You haven't lost any ground, and you still look to be able to secure safety sooner rather than later.
Yeah, listen, I want it done and dusted. But just I said to them, I don't want to lose football games. The aim was to stay up. It's another game ticked off. Probably got the points. I said this at the right time. But listen, I'm gutted, as I said. I don't want to be losing football matches, but looking at the bigger picture. It's not my problem if there's two teams below us. I'd rather that than anything.
You've lost 6 league games in a row now, the first time this club's done this in over 10 years. Does that must really hurt you as a manager?
Without a doubt, it's massive. I said I don't want to lose football games. You prep them all week. Boards say look after them, come up yesterday. But players will let you down. I think that's the modern day footballer now, unfortunately. Listen, I don't want to be known that as I said, it goes back, they've probably picked up the points at the right time, but you don't want to go on runs of losing football games. It's not me. I'm a passionate person, and as I say, you can't keep coming in saying the same things to them every week.
So what do you want to see from your team now on Tuesday?
You know what, I said to them, I know you're going into games looking for it, but you just, you don't know what they're going to give you, and that's a sad thing. And I said that then. I thought in the second half I had a right go. But I thought the quality around the box at times, you've got to be more astute. I think Solly's when he gets a good header, but if he's clever, he takes a touch, the defender fouls him. It's a penalty and a red card. I think John Ayana's trying 2 left-footed volleys from 18, 19 yards out when the ball's bouncing. He's right-footed. It's the little things, but as I say, we are where we are at the moment. I said to them, whoever wants to raise their game against the best team, I think, possibly in the league, Oxford. It's a big one on Tuesday night for us.
Given the result today, the sequence you've been on, how important is it how you start on Tuesday?
Very well. You've seen it wasn't good enough today to start, and even when you go 1-0 down, you've got to grind it out, you've got to get together. So it's going to be a big game for us, but at the end of the day, it's down to the players. I said to them, I want you to show everyone how you react, and I'm hoping for a very good performance and the right result.
Do you think they owe the fans one? Those that came today didn't really see much, as you've alluded to in the first half.
Yeah, they did, especially first half. Thought, you know, we'd give them something to cheer about in the second. We had a goal, but it's easy when you're 2-0 down. So yeah, listen, they've got to start at home. You know, it's a big game for us. I know we're close. As I say, the aim is just to stay in this league from where we are. But you know, in the bigger picture, I don't want to lose football games. And we'll hopefully put it right on Tuesday.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Too many options, have you? But are you tempted to make some changes for Tuesday?
I said I don't think there's enough people putting pressure on people. I said that. But you know, we are where we are. I said this for a reason. You know, I'm not a big one to change it. I thought today would hurt reasons the way it's set up. But you know, you build on it all week, and then it didn't work, unfortunately. So you know, I will have to sit down, have a look, and what way I can hurt Oxford. But you know, the main thing is it's desire and hunger. I don't think it's a great league. You know what I mean? I don't think there's much in the league, and I mean that. You know, it's League 2, no disrespect, but I think you've got to be organised. But I think it's desire and hunger, and we didn't show it in the first half at all.
Brought off Davis in the first half. Was that an injury or
no?
It
was tactical because I thought he was poor, and I told him that. Listen, I'm not one who's going to lie. I said that I'll always be honest with him, but I thought he was very poor, and he wasn't the only one. Tommy came off tactically, but it wasn't. I don't think it was Tommy's fault. I just had to look around and change it. But yeah, listen, you know, it's easy second half being 2-0 down. But as I said, it wasn't good enough the first half.
The right wing was getting a lot of joy, wasn't he? I mean, Davis wasn't getting a lot of support from midfield, I guess.
I don't think he was, but you can't get beaten 1v1s. And I thought Dan was getting beat too easy. I said that, you know, you've got to get tight on him. If he's got a trick, I'd do it the old school way and lay one on him early doors, to be honest. You know, but I don't think you get enough of that now. And I said that then you can't listen, if he beats you once he doesn't beat you again, but unfortunately, you know, he wasn't getting tight enough, and you know, brought him off for that reason.
It's very close at the end. I mean, you thought you should have had a penalty right at death.
Well, the linesman here give a foul, I think was it Bodes or Solly, for he said a little nudge in the back, but if Bodes can't get off the ground when someone's coming over the top of you, I don't understand that. You know, if he jumps fair enough with the guy and the guy wins a header, but if the guy comes over the back of him, Bodes can't get off the ground, so listen, you'd be making excuses. I don't think, you know, he showed enough quality at times in there. It's little things, but that's why you get the best players in the league, at the top teams, and you know, they cost the most money.